There's 150 cubicles in this shed. And I think at the minute there's 112 cows. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you lie on the floor when there's that many cubicles? I think, joking aside, I think it's... I need to undo this gate and I've got no hands. She's got sore feet. She had her feet done last night with the footman here. Stuart came. They were painful. Put this electric fence back up before somebody's out. They were so naughty.
You were never a winner, you were born to lose. You were drunk on the wine and we were missing you. I can remember when you lost your spark.
I thought she was stuck. I thought, oh no, that cow slipped over and she can't get up. So I threw shavings absolutely everywhere. She wasn't stuck. She was just laid on the floor. Oh, now I've got loads of shavings to clean up. I don't mean a little bit, I mean like loads.
To your head and you lost your heart.
I may have bagged the Keenan into the building. I think I might get away with it though. Nothing's broken other than this little bit that holds them. But it doesn't really do a lot, to be honest. Thank God. Shall we just pretend? I didn't think I was that close. I did not think I was that close, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I'm managing. Just. I'm not having a very good day. I won't lie. This has been backed into things many a time. So I have just given the pet lamb some water. I'm going to go and inspect my damage. Such a failure today, I mean it. It's minimal. Just a few scuffs. I suspect that's not the first time this has been hit. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. I also need to stick that tanker, that tractor on the tanker. This is a sign, I got told the other day, of cows being, is it acidosis, like acidotic or whatever it is. Because basically their pee stings them because their feed's acidic or something like this. Someone will correct me, but it's along these lines. So their pee stings them. So what they do is they swish their tails around and it hits their bum. And when they've got a dirty bum like that and they're swishing their tails, it's a sign that they've got a sore foof because of their feed, because of the silage being so pungent or whatever. But yeah, someone will be able to explain that better than me, but that's a thing. That is a thing. So you do not want cows swishing their tails in sheds. Unless it's like there's loads of flies about, because in that case you can swish your tails all you want. There is barely any milk for my calf skins. Oh, what? Oh, I've got probably 2. I think I'll take it. I'll take it. So, as the calves that we have, we're not keeping any of them, and they're all beef animals. They get fed the cow's milk out of the dump bucket. I managed to be able to do this first time when no one's watching. And as soon as somebody stood there, no, 4 or 5 times, just can't do it. Sorry, I just can't do it. Like, how? I literally reversed up, picked it up, on it goes. How does this work? This is why I don't go to the auction and reverse on the docks, because I just know that I couldn't do it in front of people. Now you ask me to reverse around a slalom in the yard, aced it.
Feeling older, can you be like them? She said, remember the times when you would talk like them. But now you're older, you should try your best. We're gonna keep on going.
Okay, so don't know how I'm gonna video myself doing this though. Can I just say hi? I know, I don't say it enough actually. Can I say thank you to Ridgeline?
What?
I may have mentioned that we were short on socks. So it is 5-ish, and Roy has just directed me, after scraping out, to a lady down here under a tree. And he said that cow hasn't really moved. Had a look at her, not too happy, and I'll show you why he's not happy. And I've not decided what I'm going to do yet, but I have boluses in my hand just in case I don't need to walk back up if I decide that's what I want to do. So his issue is this cow here. So she was dried off 2 days ago, and she's just not looking very happy. And his thing is, there's a couple of patches here, one being here, another one here, where she hasn't really got up. So I just don't really know what, and her eyes are puffy. Can you see her eyes are sunken? Like, this is my observation, it's not Roy's. Her eyes are puffy. Now, she did not, she feels quite cold actually. She did not get her feet done yesterday, so it's not lameness. That was my concern. I thought if she's lame, that could be a reason why. It's not that. There's flies all over her. I don't really know what the crack is. Hey lass. Sorry, that was me trying to say, I have an idea. Hello! Let me just wash this dirty thing and tighten it up a little bit. I don't even know how I'm going to video this. It's so wrong. Hi! How are you? You're misbehaving bloody things. I have called the vet for the cow in the field. I think she has like an Ecoli mastitis. Now, about a week before she was dried off, she had mastitis, and she was tret for it. And Roy said, I don't know why you tret her, because she's due to be dried off. And I think it's something to do with that. It showed her milk as abnormal, I seem to remember. It didn't say mastitis, it said abnormal. So she was tret and she was fine, and she went back to normal. All the cell counts came down and stuff. Anywho, when you strip her out, after you strip all the sealant out that I put in with, I put antibiotic tubes up because I knew she'd had recent mastitis. Yeah, it's very watery, like watery milk, which obviously, hence the reason I called the vet. So I just wanted to check what I was doing was the right things. Now, a lot of people are going to be going, why are you calling a vet for that? Don't be stupid. Well, do you know what? We're new to this, and I'd rather spend 150 quid on a vet, on a visit and learning something, than I would getting a dead cow taken away for 130 tomorrow. So, do you know what I mean? So my vets are here, and we're having a go in the new top secret buggy that I've got. We'll just go right down to Dobbsville.
It's fast enough.
Hey, if you put your seatbelts on, it goes 40 miles an hour.
Seatbelts on. Don't look down. Your immediate notice. Stone cold.
Yeah, stone cold.
And then because we know it's that quarter, and we have to confirm it's no longer. No. That's better. Yeah, have a supper like this. I'll tip this in. Right, you can go a bit faster now.
It'll help us here.
Sat up and happy, so happy to stomach tube.
She actually looks better.
Oh, she'll be up after this.
You're gonna get warm, huh?
If you strip her out in the morning, there's absolutely loads of...
So we also have a cow calving, I suspect, down here. Somewhere amongst the thistles. There we go. Let's get around the back of her. No, I don't think she is. I don't think she is. It has been many, many years since I have needed a New Zealand rug for anything. And thank goodness my mum left loads of very neatly packed horse rugs, because this cow is about to get warm. Slightly terrified of the spider prospect right now. Come on, deep breath. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Yes indeedy. This is what we need. A warm snug cow. No, I'm not gonna attach it to you, I don't think. I'll just tuck it. Inky, don't knock my phone over. So, oh God, it's dark. There's no torch. This way, blind myself. Can I do it from the side and you're not blinding me? She has full hope. Absolutely fine. I say I can't actually look at that light, it's so bright. What a day. What a day. I'll be relieved to go inside actually, to be honest. But yeah, she has full hope. She's got a load of medication to have tomorrow. If she doesn't look anything like fully recovering straight away, she basically jumps up and runs away from me in the morning. She needs more fluids, so we'll do that. Sorry, I'm going to have to turn this around, I can't even see. Ridiculous behaviour. Nice duck there. I knew you'd be behind me. I could sense you. I sensed you from you naughty thing. Okay, so what happened is, now there's not people here, the vet actually offered to be filmed, which was crazy. Like I would never ever presume I could video someone while they're at work, but those guys are proper cool. So yeah, that's why you got to see what you did, because normally, as you know, vets have been, I don't video. Anyway, aside from that, the cow was dried off 2 days ago, and before she was dried off, she had abnormal showing on her, on the computer basically, and abnormal is, I don't even know what it means, to be quite honest. Mastitis has its own category, and it says this cow has mastitis and it shows up red, but just something showing as abnormal. So I treated her, and then Roy said, why have you treated that cow? Why is she on withdrawal? And I said, because she's got abnormal showing. And we looked, and he said, she's so close to drying off within a week and a bit. Just dry her off. Don't bother treating her, just dry her off. So what we've done is we've dried her off, and she's had the start of an Ecoli mastitis. And that has then, when I've dried her off, I've put antibiotic tubes in and sealant, and we've sealed all of the toxins inside her tits, which is an absolute disaster for something like that. So ordinarily, if the stars hadn't collided, that would have been fine drying it off sooner. But because she had the beginnings, the very early start of like an E. coli infection, it's been really bad that we've done that. So luckily Roy saw her, that she wasn't sitting with everybody else. The footman came yesterday, Stuart, and we were among those cows. They actually got brought in, and the ones that weren't lame, she was one of the ones that weren't lame, they were put in the handling pens. So I was in and among them, and we were moving them in the yard, and I turned them all back out again, and she ran out. And as she ran out, she was dripping milk, and I said to her, I wonder if she's meant to be dripping milk when I've dried her off, because obviously teat sealant. I don't know. I don't know. I won't lie to you. I don't know if this is what you meant to have done. So yeah, we've made it a situation that she was in a hell of a lot worse. Now, what would have been better for her in hindsight, which we didn't have, would be to leave the milk in, because with an E. coli infection, apparently you want to get it out. It's not a case of sealing it in or treating it, it's getting it out. So I've got to keep going and stripping them tits out. So the infection's that bad that she's got a really low temperature. Her heart rate was extremely, extremely high because of the toxins and because of the temperature and because of everything else. And she just is not a happy bunny at all. I think she's dead. She looks dead. At least she died in a blanket. Pals. I'll leave it there. But I know. Roy said he feels really responsible. Obviously, there's only one person responsible, and it's us. Yeah. But as soon as we saw something was wrong, we got the vet in. Yeah, the day before, she was in the handling pens, showing no signs whatsoever. So it just shows how bloody quickly it can kill something. I mean, seriously. So I've got to carry these all the way up the yard there for calves. And I can tell you, it's definitely giving me shoulders. I keep making jokey posts about having big shoulders, and it is 100% down to carrying that milk, which is just ridiculous, honestly. It's so heavy. So my cow died. They're not like suckler animals, are they? Like, it is literally the learning curve is that these are like finally kind of tuned racehorses, like athletes, and they go down quickly, and they're very different to like a big, 3/4 bred limmy or something. Do you know what I mean? Very, very different. So yeah, like, we can learn from it, and we will learn from it. So next time something has abnormal milk and we go, oh, we'll dry it off, that will help. That will not help. But we weren't going to know that. Calves are doing really well. They're looking great. The bigger ones are through there. They have been fed. They're lying to you. But yeah, it is just... it's all a very large learning curve, isn't it? Now, I did think when I was walking up the field, do I delete all of that and pretend it didn't happen? I could do. I could delete all of it and pretend that everything's going really well, everything's perfect, the cows are milking away, huge amounts of milk. Isn't it great? No. It's not real life, is it? It's not real life, and I'm being attacked by a wasp. Go away. The wasp's attacking me. Take you on. Like Roy feels really responsible because he's the one who told me to dry it off. But let's be honest, right? Be real for a second, like properly. I killed a calf by tubing it. I am now very good at tubing calves and making sure it's right. If I do, I've actually only tubed one of these, I think, because it just wouldn't get on sucking. But avoiding doing that at all costs is something to learn. I did it wrong. I killed something, like literally, I physically killed it in my hands. And I learnt from that experience. And that's just what farming is, isn't it? It's learning through experience. And you cannot teach this. And I know we say about, let's get agriculture into schools. Let's get agriculture down to young people. You learn through experience. And that there is probably what people have realised for all of these years. And there's people like me saying, get agriculture into schools, get the kids involved. You learn from experience. You can't learn from a textbook. I physically can't learn from a textbook. I learn through experience. So going forward, very sad. Like, Roy's really pissed off. I'm not quite as pissed off as Roy. I think learning through experience is the only way, and being honest about that. So yeah. Shit times, man. Shit times. That probably was not the ending that people wanted to see, and I'm really sorry. I mean that. It's not. It just is. It is what it is, and it's farming, and sometimes things don't go quite how you would have wanted them to, and I suppose that's something that we get used to on a daily basis. Farmers get used to that all the time. But maybe I tried to keep it as lighthearted and palatable as possible, without getting too down and out about it, because you can do. I won't lie, you can get quite down about things like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking it out, and if you stuck it out to the end, you deserve a medal. Love you long time, and I'll see you.